Hi everyone, welcome to SAW's Summer. I'm Selena with San Antonio Water System, and we're here downtown at the San Pedro Creek Culture Park for our Out and Around SA segment. We've invited Commissioner Justin Rodriguez to come and tell us more about the project and what's happening downtown here at the Culture Park. Commissioner Rodriguez, thank you so much for being here. We're excited to be here on this beautiful day.
Beautiful day, yeah.
Downtown
Absolutely.
San Antonio.
Yeah.
We're at the San Pedro Creek Culture Park.
That's right, yeah.
Tell me about this unique partnership.
Yeah, so this is a very unique amenity, really, when you think about the great cities of America. They all have world-class green spaces and places you can go to recreate. This is a unique partnership between the City of San Antonio, Bexar County, and the San Antonio River Authority. And you can see this is a recreation of almost a mini river walk, right?
Feels that way.
Yeah, we feel like, you know, you're kind of walking through an urban space. But what's unique about this is we have a flood control component. So, you know, we're actually going through dredging the creek, putting back some of the original, they call it ecosystem restoration, so some of the native plants and vegetation. But then you're also adding these cultural amenities, right? You see the murals, some of the art installations, so you almost feel like you're in a walking, museum. Exactly. So it really is the heart of San Antonio. This is, Precinct 2, so I'm very proud of it, but it represents really the foundation of our community, our city, the county, the founders of our city. The San Antonio just celebrated its 300-year anniversary of the founding in 1718. So there's a little bit of a nod to that as you walk through this, but it's a pretty unique deal. It's a unique partnership, as we mentioned, and we're really proud of it, and we're excited about what it's going to look like here in the next few years.
So Commissioner, phase 1 is complete. What's in store for the next phases of the project?
Yeah, so phase 1's complete. That's the area here from about the old Fox Tech High School that goes up to Houston Street, right by the Alameda Theater. Right at the Alameda Theater, really exciting project. We've seen what's been done to the actual theater itself. The Texas Public Radio is now there. There's going to be some great office space. And then, a pretty exciting discovery as we were going through that process of phase 2, the St. James AME Church, original African-American community-led church from the 1870s. The remnants were discovered. And so we've now kind of made some adjustments. It's still going to have the same footprint, but we're going to have a monument and essentially establish the creekway through a footprint of that original St. James church. And the other thing I mentioned, kind of the economic
Yes,
activity.
I wanted to talk about economic development.
So what's been pretty exciting is, we've talked about the importance of flood control, right? We know we still suffer from serious flooding in our community. So this is going to address some of that, the ecosystem restoration. But what we've seen already is economic development spurred along the San Pedro Creek corridor, from office building to housing. And I want to underscore the fact that we want to make sure we look at affordable housing opportunities. We know that's becoming increasingly an issue. So there's a new development, as I mentioned, along the Continental Hotel footprint. The economists have said, look, this is an investment in our community that is going to spur that kind of economic activity, somewhere upwards of $400 million in investments in our community. So we're excited about that. San Antonio is growing, and a lot of the growth, as we know, is out to the suburbs, but there are, you can see kind of a turn of people coming back to the core of the city, and I think it's important that we preserve that, and I think this is a great amenity to do that. A lot of folks forget that, everybody knows San Antonio for the Riverwalk. The Riverwalk initially was a flood control project, and people forget about that. Of course, now they know it as a tourist attraction. Again, this is not, I'm not suggesting that it's the Riverwalk, but when you make these kind of investments, again, it's first of all taking care of our people and our property with flood control, but there's ways to do this in a very, very, I think, proactive way, a holistic way, and I think that's what we're doing here with making this investment.
Taking care of business, but making it, fun and an
fun.
attraction.
And again, underscoring the point that we're along the way, we have opportunities to highlight some of those foundational, historic moments in our city's history, right? And there's artwork here. We'll see later the Foundation Plaza, where you've got basically a reflection in the nighttime of what the skies looked like when the founders came in 1718. So it's, like you said, a walking, talking museum here as we walk through. Importantly, when it's done, about 2 miles a stretch. So it's going to be about 4 miles of walking trails, to and from. Again, I think, we're seeing increasing emphasis on mobility issues here in San Antonio. So opportunities to hike, bike, maybe even get to work and school using the trails. So it's an important amenity, and I think it's one that the city and the county and the River Authority are very proud of this investment. And I think the community is going to be proud once it's completed.
So as we're wrapping up, what do you want to leave with the public with? Any final notes, any calls to action?
Yeah, no, I mean, look, I would definitely invite everybody to come out and enjoy this beautiful amenity. This is a investment that the county and the city have made. We're very proud of this. And it's really an amenity that belongs to us, right? I mean, we know that tourists are going to come through and enjoy our city. We want everybody that lives here to come out and enjoy this beautiful amenity. Again, I mentioned the cultural aspect is what's key, and you get to come out and learn a little bit about your city, the history, and then be active. And we know that these days we want to get out, enjoy some of the urban amenities in our community, come downtown. So we want to invite everybody to come out, enjoy this beautiful San Pedro Creek Cultural Park. Come out and enjoy this summer throughout the year, and this is an amenity that belongs to all of us, right? So San Antonio, Bexar County, come on out and enjoy San Pedro Creek.
Well, thank you everyone for joining us today. I hope you learned something, but more importantly, I hope you found a new place to visit in downtown San Antonio, the San Pedro Creek Culture Park. Come take a look. And make sure you follow us at MySaws on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for more Saws Summer Fun.